On the night of January 14th, 2007, the parents of Mark Randall Davis woke to find their son missing, his bike gone from the garage, and a single note left behind. 10 years later, their message to their son still lingering.
If Mark sees this, we're asking Mark to come back home, and we'll help him with whatever endeavors he wants to do.
At the time of his disappearance, Davis was a student at Texas A&M. He studied chemical engineering before switching his major to Spanish shortly before he went missing. During the fall semester of 2006, Davis stopped going to most of his classes.
He had been depressed just before he left.
Detective Greg Roberts, who helped in the case, says before he vanished, Davis has become withdrawn and uncertain in his future, a different person than he once was.
He's a pretty fun-loving, athletic individual. He liked water sports and skiing.
Concerned, his parents took him to a therapist who said he would get over it. During Christmas break of 2006, Davis went to stay with his parents in Tyler. Despite the therapy, his parents reported he was visibly depressed after Christmas. The night before he would go back to school for the spring semester, he left.
It was very cold, major crimes unit, and he had called a number of us out because this individual was missing.
Detective Roberts was among the first called to help in the search for Davis.
And we had DPS, a helicopter would say, hey, I see a structure here, and we would land navigate towards that structure and clear that in the wooded area.
In the first 24 hours, detectives looked to the goodbye note Mark left, hoping it would show them any clues. In it, Mark told his parents he was leaving and that it was no one's fault, telling them they would never see him again and that he loved them.
The note was not a typical suicide note, but more of a goodbye. So it was left open as to what his true meaning was. Was he suicidal? Was he depressed? Was he planning on going somewhere and not be found again?
Davis is said to have left his parents' house on Luann Lane that night, leaving behind his money, his wallet, and his phone. The only thing he took with him that was known was a forest green mountain bike and some clothes that he had purchased at the store the night before.
I believe he had gone to Walmart the night before and bought maybe some items of clothing, a jacket or a toboggan, and we never did really find any of that.
Police, family, and community members spent weeks searching the wooded area just south of the house.
At the time, it was very undeveloped. I don't think 49 had been put through, and we didn't have the villages at Cumberland and in that area developed down there.
2 days after his disappearance, however, a possible break.
We received tips at the time that maybe someone had seen a person matching his description riding a bike.
On January 17th, around 8:15 in the morning, someone reported seeing Mark riding his bike along County Road 173 in Flint, just 4 miles from his home.
It's hard to say. It's cold during that time of year. People are wearing a lot of clothing.
The tips and searches would come up empty, leaving his parents and authorities to wonder, where is Mark Randall Davis?
I always want to know one way or the other, where this wound up at. Did he have a crisis of faith, or was he depressed and did he commit suicide, or did he just decided, I wanted to disconnect from everything and everybody?
Parents at the time believing he escaped to College Station to work as a Spanish tutor of a cook. Or perhaps he had run away to Mexico since he showed a passion for the culture. Whatever the outcome, his parents still sending their love, their forever message. We love you, miss you, and hope that things are going well for you. Please give us a call. Just say hi. Love, Mom and Dad. Trent Bennett, KETK News.